Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I thought for this video I would do something very different and talk about my February 2016 game pickups. Mainly because I thought maybe you might be interested, see what I'm playing, as well as for me to get feedback on games that you guys are playing and games you think that are must-owns and things that I should maybe look into and maybe pick up for myself. I always enjoy great games and I enjoy playing them. So to start us off, I went to a flea market and, and I got some pretty good PlayStation 2 games. They were decently priced. The first two are more sports-like. So the first one that I got was ATV 2 Off-Road Fury. I have played a little bit of this game. It's not bad. I do enjoy some of the stunts that you can do in here, like the racing and going over the hills, and that is not bad. For $1, I mean, you can't go wrong. It's $1. I also got, for $1 as well, the NHL 2K7. I have not played this. Not that much into sports video games, but, you know, for this price, I thought $1, why not? Then we'll see how it goes. But the two games I was pretty happy about getting at the flea market, one was Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. I have never played this game yet, and I heard it is a fantastic game, that reviews are just great, and I thought, you know, if it's ever at a good price, so usually the prices I see here in Canada at the flea markets and some of these secondhand stores, even online, you know, they're about $10, $15. But this game I got for $5, and I thought that was pretty good. Disc was fantastic, in great shape, no scratches. So I thought, $5, sure, I'll pay that. The same place I got Prince of Persia, I also got God of War. This is another game that I have played a little bit at a friend's house when I was younger, but I thought, you know, I'd love to play God of War myself now and actually do the whole game, the whole campaign. I've never played God of War 2, nor have I played God of War 3, but I do have the remastered God of War 3 for PlayStation 4, and that kind of got me to look for the original God of War and God of War 2 so that I could follow the story progression. I like to, you know, start at the beginning and go through. So definitely something I'll be doing pretty soon, playing that, a whole marathon almost of God of War, which is pretty good. But speaking about the PlayStation 4, I did get a couple of games for the PlayStation. Usually I buy a lot for the PlayStation 4 because you can get some pretty good deals at discount stores as well as the flea market. And even some garage sales I've seen in EB Games or in the States GameStop. They have some pretty interesting titles that they've put on for excellent prices. But both of these I got an Amazon sale. One of them was Tomb Raider, the Definitive Edition. This game came out. I really wanted it. I've always liked Tomb Raider. But when this came out, I was doing a lot of traveling. So giving at conferences and doing a lot of presentations. And I didn't think I would have enough time to play this. So that I'll wait maybe and get it, and I just never got around to it. So when I finally had the opportunity, and it was cheap, you know, I think it was $7.99, I jumped on it and got it. So I'm really looking forward to playing this, and so is my sister. Actually, we both like Tomb Raider, and I actually think she started playing it already, and I haven't, so I'm a little jealous about that. Another game that I got that when I first seen it, I knew I really wanted to get it, and that's Mega Man: The Legacy Collection. Now, I have actually never ever played a Mega Man game. When I was younger, we didn't have any systems that played Mega Man, or if there was a game, I never got it. So that being said, I thought, you know what, when this came out, I thought there were some pretty interesting Mega Man games on here. I thought, you know, it'd be really cool, give it a try. I played Mega Man a lot on Smash for the Wii U, and I thought, you know what, I might as well. try out some of his games. And so I'm actually looking forward to this. And if you guys have any comments or other games of Mega Man that you think maybe I should pick up, look into, I definitely will appreciate it, because I just never have played any Mega Man games. But actually, the highlight of my February has been picking up a game system that I've wanted for a while. This has been going back to when I was about 15, and it's the new 3DS XL. And I know this was not out when I was 15, mind you, but when I was 15, that's roughly the time that the DS was coming out, and I really, really wanted it. At the time, I had a Game Boy Advance, and I also had the Nintendo GameCube, as well as the Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Color. And so my parents thought, you know, I had more than enough games, especially like the GameCube, which had just come out not that long before the DS came out. I think the DS was 2003, and GameCube was 2001. So then I got the GameCube in like 2002. But anyways, I already had that, and they thought, you know, you don't need any more games, and I sort of, you know, bummed out, but I agreed, given that a lot of my friends didn't have all these games or these game systems. So I thought, okay, fine, that's fine. I'll do that, and I never thought about the DS ever again, until maybe like 2010, maybe 2011, around there, when the 2DS and the 3DS had come out. I thought they were completely different because they look different, right? And here in Canada, anyways, or at least in my city, there was a lot of promotion for the 2DS. There's even commercials actually that I remember being on the TV, and a lot of deals and the flyers and newspapers. So I looked at the game library of the DS because I thought, you know, I actually enjoyed some of the titles I seen. I mean, I really wanted some of the titles, and I thought, maybe I'll get a 2DS, but it looked clunky, and it looked big, and looked for like kids and durable, which it's actually really good if you have kids to give them a very durable handheld console. That way it doesn't break, it can take a lot of abuse from children. That's a good idea. And I thought, oh, you know, I don't think that's for me. And I thought, well, maybe I'll wait till they get a different iteration. And I knew about the 3DS, but I never really got it, never really bought one. I just waited and just sort of wanted one. And then around last year, around this time, they brought the new 3DS XL. And I remember going, oh, I would really, really like that. Because I love the way it looks. I like, you know, the opening and, you know, the whole thing. I just love the look. And I heard it was a very good iteration of the 3DS, the whole DS line. I thought, you know what? I'd love to get one. So I waited to see if there would be a little dip in price, or some maybe bundle, or some better, more worth the money that I'm going to put out for it. Because here in Canada, the new 3DS is $230-ish, and I think that's the cheapest at Walmart or maybe even Best Buy, and it's pretty expensive. And so you want your money to go pretty far. And I waited and waited. An opportunity arose where I can get a brand new, from the box, new 3DS XL for $200. So you're saving, you know, $40 with taxes, maybe $50, right? And I thought, you know what? I think that's a good deal, and I could spend the extra, you know, $50 or whatever on a game. And so, being that I just got this, I don't have that many games. So in the comments below, if you have a 3DS, please put all the different games that you have on there. Games you think I would like, or games you think are must-owns, please. I would love that and appreciate it greatly. But I've had so much fun with this. This is an awesome handheld console. I love it. Since I've bought it, I've hardly put it down. I take it at the bus with me when I go to work. I'm even playing it at work, waiting for experiments, you know, to go through the various GCs and the various equipment I'm using. I actually really, really enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've got 2 games that I've picked up. both at very reasonable prices. The first game is Animal Crossing. Oh, this is a really good game. This is the Animal Crossing New Leaf. I played the Animal Crossing on the GameCube. I put tons of hours into that. This is so much like that, but you know, more control. You're in control of the town, and I just love it. It's a fantastic game. Actually, matter of fact, I think it's the game I've been playing that I have currently put into the DS. I just love it. I think it's a fantastic game. Great. I probably put about 15 hours in, and I've only had the game for maybe 4 days. So that's a lot, I think, for me, being that I have other things to do and should be doing, like teaching and marking. But the other game that I bought, purely for a nostalgic reason, was Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. So my first Pokemon game was for the Game Boy Advance, and it was Pokemon Sapphire. Now, I had played Pokemon Red and Blue, and I did play Gold and Silver, but they were on somebody else's system, or I borrowed them, or I watched them, and they never really were mine. And so I thought, when I got my Game Boy Advance, I seen Pokemon Sapphire. I thought, oh, I really would love to buy that, and I was at a flea market. I think at the time I got it for like $10, so it wasn't bad at the time. And so I seen this, thought, wouldn't that be kind of cool, the first Pokemon game to carry that tradition for my new 3DS would be having Pokemon Sapphire, but Alpha Sapphire, the updated version. I've put enough time in it already. I've only had this game about a week-ish, and I've put in probably about 4 or 5 hours, so I'm at the, roughly, I think it's the 3rd gym. I haven't quite beaten the 3rd gym yet, but I'm there. Great. I love how the battling system is. I like the updates that they've done. I really actually have enjoyed this. Although, Animal Crossing, that's an addictive game, man. I'm actually a little worried because I think I'm putting in too much time and not enough marking and preparing lessons. But thank you for watching. And as I said before, you have games that you think I should look into. You know, I've got a Nintendo 64, as I said. I got a Wii, I got a Wii U, I've got a GameCube, I've got, you know, the new 3DS, so I can play the DS games and obviously 3DS games. I've got a PlayStation 2, 1, PlayStation 4. I don't have a PlayStation 3, but maybe in time I might get one. But I do have a PlayStation 4, so if you know any good games like that, even the PC, you know, I have a computer. That ain't good games. You know, I'm a casual gamer, being that I do teach and I do research. I'm a scientist, and I don't have time to play a lot of games, but I do enjoy playing a good game for a couple hours, you know, to relax and de-stress and get away from the craziness of the university and experiments going awry. But yeah, so if you have any of that, please share. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day.